Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2025-26, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 78 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030 and Viksit Bharat in 2047 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute, Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our session, let's take the blessings of Almighty.
कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue with today's commemorations and celebrations. Today, we are commemorating and celebrating World Environment Day on 5th June, a global call for climate action. The Earth is already speaking to us through record-breaking temperatures, more intense wildfires, extreme storms, and glaciers disappearing before our eyes. For years, we have said that limiting global warming on 1.5% C is essential to avoiding the worst impacts of climate change. Today, that threshold is dangerously close to being exceeded, and even fraction of a degree matters. So climate change is no longer a future threat, it is reshaping life across planet, yet another force is also gaining momentum. Collective action, communities are restoring ecosystems, young people are driving change, clean energy is transforming cities and homes, sustainable solutions are already building a different future. World Environmental Day 2026 reminds us that we are still have a change course. The earth is standing us and sending us signals. The question is, what signal are we going to send in return? Join the UN Environment Programme's global campaign and act now for climate, because protecting planet also means protecting our health, our communities, and our future. Time is running out, and the nature is in emergency mode to keep a global warming below 1.5 C degrees this century. We must have annual greenhouse emissions by 2030. Without action, exposure to air pollution beyond safe guidelines will increase by 50% within the decade, and plastic waste flowing into aquatic ecosystems with nearly triple by 2040. So we need urgent action to address these pressing issues. Today is also commemorated as International Day for the fight against illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing on 5th June. The toll of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing in a world of growing population and persistent hunger. Fish has emerged in an important community for the achievement of food security. However, efforts by international community to ensure that sustainability of fisheries are being seriously compromised by the illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing activities. According to the UN Food and Agriculture Organization's FAO recent report, Review of the State World of Marine Fisheries Resources 2025, over the third of fish stocks are being overexploited. IUU fishing catches millions of tons of fish every year. To curtail this, Target 4 of Goal 14 of the Sustainable Development Agenda, adopted in 2015 by the UN General Assembly, specifically urged the international community to effectively regulate harvesting and end overfishing, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, destructive fishing practices by 2020. So, meeting this ambitious target requires strong awareness, raising efforts to draw the attention of the general public to the negative impacts of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing activities, an activity in which FAO has been actively engaged. Today is also commemorated as National Commuter Challenge from June 5th to 11th in Canada. The Commuter Challenge is observed from June 5th to 11th each year. This week-long Canadian holiday fosters friendly competition between cities and workplaces nationwide. Citizens are encouraged to leave their cars at home, opting for sustainable transport options such as walking, cycling, carpooling, and public transport. The challenge participants get rewarded for their efforts and can keep track of their points through the Commuter Challenge website. Each city has coordinators who support workplace and communities. Some of the values tracked down the challenge are distant fuel costs, saving calorie consumption, and emission reduction. Today is also commemorated as Constitution Day on June 5th, 2026 in Denmark, which is observed every year. That marks the signing of the Danish Constitution along with the 4 revised editions occurring on the same date. Since the closest thing Danes have to a national day is Constitution Day, it is honored in full spirit of patriotism. June 5th marked the birth of Danish democracy and is celebrated annually with secular services, speechless by local politicians, the rising of the national flag, and church congregations, to name a few events happening throughout the country. Today is also commemorated as Hot Air Balloon Day on June 5th, which is celebrated on June 5th, and we'll be having an extraordinary celebration this year, ranging from taking a hot air balloon flight, going through the historical facts, and of course, learning from some basics in case you aspire to become a hot balloon pilot someday. Hot air balloon is the oldest form of aviation, although not as advanced as they are today. They have been around since the 18th century, which was a time when appreciating the beautiful landscapes from above with a helicopter wasn't an option. Today is also commemorated as National Donut Day on June 5th, on the first Friday in June each year, and we are getting geared up to savor our best loved fried dough confections. It's certainly an uphill battle. Fortunately, National Donut Day falls on June 5th. This year, be sure to visit your favorite donut shop, choose a variety of chewy deep fried goodness, and enjoy. Today is also commemorated as National Gingerbread Day on June 5th. This is the season to celebrate National Gingerbread Day, a special day that comes on June 5th each year, with the origins that even remain shrouded in mystery. From now, and lovers of this sweet treat came together to celebrate gingerbread in all its forms on this day. Today is also commemorated as National Sorry. I was on a boat that day on June 5th. Let's be honest, playing hooky isn't new for centuries. People have been faking coughs, skipping obligations, and vanishing midway to feel something. National Sorry, I was on board day, created by the boat setter, is your official hall pass to log off, head out, and unapologetically float. In a world that glorifies hustle, this is a reminder to slow down, disconnect, and maybe leave your phone on land, whether you are answering emails with sorry I was on boat or you actually disappeared. Same energy, some good choices, and guess what? It all goes down June 5th. Today is also commemorated as National Veggie Burger Day on June 5th. It's a meat-free burger feast at our house this National Veggie Burger Day, held annually on June 5th. This day celebrates the veggie burger and its positive impact on environment. More and more people are gobbling up with these delicious nutrient loaded meat alternatives and are coming back for more. The history of vegetarianism can be traced back to ancient times, including Egypt, although later it became less common as meat eating gained precedence in many countries. Globally, still a prominence in vegetarian diet. A vegetarian diet was typically adopted by people following a hippie culture. In addition to veggie burgers, the meat imitation field has exploded too, which now includes options like Impossible Burgers and Beyond Meats Beyond Burger Patty. Army's Kitchen, a vegetarian food company, founded National Veggie Burger Day to encourage more people to try veggie burger and celebrate its positive impact on the planet. It is also commemorated as President's Day in Equatorial Guinea on June 5th. Every year is a special day that honors, appreciates, and celebrates the birthday of Equatorial Guinea's sitting president, Teodoro Obiang. And do you know, Obiang is one of the world's largest serving presidents. Despite more than a dozen attempts to topple them, Obiang has clung to power for more than 40 years and earned the title of Africa's and the world's longest serving president. Today is also commemorated as Thank You Day on June 5th. In UK, this day was celebrated for the first time in 2021 as a way to appreciate unsung heroes in local communities who contributed their time and resources to making better for people during COVID-19 pandemic. This day is celebrated in local communities with barbecue parties, picnics, and tartan tea parties. And it has been recognized by the UK government and several notable individuals, such as Lauren Kelly and Gary Lincoln. Today is also commemorated as Khordad National Uprising in Iran on June 5th. Every year, also called as Khordad 15 Revolt, these events of the 1963 protest against the Shah Muhammad Reza Pahlavi dynasty are considered the starting point of the Islamic Revolution, and the anniversary is a public holiday in Iran. Iranians use this holiday to rest together with their families as well as reflect on their national and religious history. Parents also take this time to teach this history to their children as a way of preserving the knowledge for subsequent generations. So with this, we end today's celebrations and commemorations. See you all tomorrow at the same time, at the same joining link. Take care. Good night.